Hello my lovely students, I hope you all are fit and fine. In the previous video we had discussed the short answer question of chapter 6 and today we are going to discuss the long answer question of the same chapter which is given on the page number 53. Okay, so let's start our video. Our first question of long answer questions is, how do green plants make their food? That means simply this question is asking about the photosynthesis. You all are knowing what ingredients are required for the photosynthesis. They need water, carbon dioxide, in the presence of sunlight and the presence of chlorophyll. If any of these ingredients will be absent, then the photosynthesis could not be completed. And where they are getting the water and minerals from the soil, and they are getting the carbon dioxide from the air, and they are absorbing sunlight from the sun. They are getting the heat energy as well as light energy from the sun, and the chlorophyll is present in the leaf only. When all these are coming together, the photosynthesis happens, and then after they are making the food. Okay, so let's read this answer. Their roots take up water and minerals from the ground, and their leaves absorb carbon dioxide from the air. They convert these ingredients into food in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. And let me remind one more time, they make their food in the form of glucose. Okay, as you all are knowing the photosynthesis very well, because I have explained many times during the explanation of this chapter. Our next question is asking about the vein, main vein and the side vein. What is the work of main vein and side vein? First of all, let me draw. This is the main vein as I have explained in the class, and these are the side vein. Okay, so what these side vein and main vein do in the plant or in the leaf? So these are like a tube. These are narrow tube like a structure which is spread throughout the leaf, and mainly it is performing the work of sending the food, prepared food from the leaf to the other body parts of the plant, and it is also spreading the water throughout the leaf. Okay, because it is like a tube like a structure, so it can carry the water and minerals which is sent by the root, and when they are preparing the food in the leaf, the same vein and main vein is used to carry that food to the other part of the leaf, other part of the plant. So let's read this answer. Main vein and side veins carry water and minerals to the leaf. After photosynthesis, they also carry food from the leaf to the different parts of the plant. It is used to carry water from the root, as well as they also carry food from the leaf to the other part. Okay. Our question number 3 is, how do plants use their food? Of course, to get the energy. We are eating the food to get the energy so that we can fight against the diseases, and we can do all the activity from the morning to the night. In the same way, plants also need energy for their activities and for their growth. Okay, they need energy so that they can grow, because we are seeing after some time they are giving us flower, after some time they are giving us fruit, and day by day they are growing also. How they are growing? Because they are making the food and they are using that food to get the energy. Okay, some of the energy they stored as a starch which is used in future when they are not getting situation for the photosynthesis. So let's read this answer. Food prepared by the plant is glucose. They also store some food in the form of starch which is used by the plant in the different ways. It is used for the growth of the plant. It is used to get energy. The extra stored food is eaten as a food by animals and human beings. You all are knowing the food. Okay, the plants are preparing the food. The plants are preparing the different type of they are preparing the food and they are storing in the different body parts. Some of the food is stored in the root, some of the food is stored in the leaf, and some are stored in the stem, and some are stored in the form of fruit. Okay, that is very juicy and we enjoyed eating that. Okay, so this is all due to the food and the photosynthesis. Next question is, croton has red leaves. Is it able to make its own food? First of all, let me show you the croton leaf. You can see the croton leaf is not at all green throughout the leaf. Okay, it is having the red color pigment also. Sometimes it can have the yellow color pigment also. So the question is asking, there is no chlorophyll. If there is no chlorophyll, then they can make the food. Then the answer is yes, because the croton leaf is having the chlorophyll. But sometimes due to the presence of the other pigment, the chlorophyll is hidden, but actually the chlorophyll is present in the croton leaf, and that's why they can do the photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis could not be there if the chlorophyll will not be there, but croton leaves have the chlorophyll, but some of the chlorophyll is hidden by the other pigment. Okay, so the answer is yes, croton leaves do the photosynthesis. Let's read this answer. Red color of croton is due to the presence of the red pigment that hides the green chlorophyll. But crotons have chlorophyll, and that is why they are able to make their food. They are able to absorb the sunlight, and hence the photosynthesis happens. Question number 5 is, explain the flow of energy in living thing. Okay, for this answer, first of all, I would like to show you the picture. First of all, the plants are making the food. Okay, and plants are also getting the energy from the sun. And when the plants are making the food, that are transferred, that are flowed by from one animal to another animal. Human beings are also eating the plants, and some herbivorous is also eating the plant, and further the herbivorous are eaten by the carnivorous. So if we are eating the food is storing whatever energy the food is storing, that transfer into us. If we will eat the vegetable, the energy of the vegetable will transfer to us. Okay, and if the vegetables are eaten by the rabbit, the energy from the plant is transferred to the rabbit, and rabbit is having the energy. When the lion will eat the rabbit, whatever energy is there in the rabbit, that will transfer to the lion, and this is how the energy flow from one living being to another living being. So let's read this answer. It will explain to you nicely. Green plants trap the energy of the sun and make food. Animals and human beings eat these food, and energy from the plants is transferred to animal and human being. This is how the energy from the sun is transferred to the plant, and from the plant the energy is transferred to the animal and human being, and this is how the energy flow. Our next question is, how do plants and animals depend on each other? When I was explaining you this chapter, that time I explained to you not only the plants but animals are very, very important to balance the nature, because plants are giving us food as well as oxygen, but animals and human beings are also releasing carbon dioxide, which is required by the plant. Okay, so this is how they maintain the balance in the nature. So let's read this answer. Animals depend on plants for oxygen and food. In the same way, plants depend on animals for carbon dioxide, and in this way plants and animals maintain the balance in the nature. So I hope you all understood this long answer question, and let me remind you, this was the last video from this of this chapter, and I hope this video will help you to complete the long answer question.